Okay.
Gotta take a couple seconds for this to come on. Think we good.
Okay.
All right, take a couple minutes. Welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on YouTube. Check us out on Twitch, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. 1212. I'm the place to be with DJ Heron. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. How you doing, brother? How's everything
I'm,
going?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm great. I see you from Miami, man.
Yes, sir. From the MIA to 305.
You keeping up with the basketball?
Actually, Miami. I know they're in the playoffs, and I haven't been keeping up. I watched the game a couple of days ago, but I've been so busy because I'm getting ready to drop the Grupo Henny album, and I'm in the middle of filming the last episode of House of Heron, so I haven't had time to sit down and watch basketball live. And I love basketball, though. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't had a chance to.
So you were born and raised in Miami?
No, I was born in Peru, and I was raised in Brooklyn.
How you
And
get
then I
from
moved
Peru to Brooklyn to
by airplane, man.
uh,
You know how that should go. Family come over as immigrants, and then they don't take the plane back; they stay. So my parents did that. We ended up staying, getting amnesty, and I was raised all in New York, and then I got down to Miami like around 87, 88.
Man, I saw they had some crazy shit on the because I actually stayed by the ocean. I stayed by Pacific because I'm in San Diego. They
Okay.
showed some crazy shit on the news, bro. They showed it was like a speedboat, and the speedboat just came on the down on the beach, and then like 30 immigrants just ran off that shit and just got win. And it was like, what the fuck? So
Yep.
it was in a rich neighborhood, so they all mad about it now. I'm like,
Yo,
we
it
all
is what it
immigrants,
is.
bro.
Yeah. Everybody.
I know what the fuck.
Everybody's an immigrant, It
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. But you be seeing a lot of shit. Like what happens is down here is if you land, like if you get on like people will help you down here. Like if they see immigrants is coming off the boat like that, they'll give them money so they can catch a bus somewhere or take a taxi to get with their family or lend them the phone, who you gotta call or something, you know what I'm saying?
That's
But
cool.
it happens down here a lot.
And then how did you come up? Well, how did you come up with your name?
I basically my name is Harold. So for
Okay.
short, everybody calls me H. So H in the streets down here is Heron. And it just stuck on like H, Heron. And from there I just stayed as Heron.
And you remember Harold off Minister Society?
Yes.
That's the only
Yes.
Harold I know in you. That's two Harolds. I don't know other Harolds.
I feel privileged.
So tell us, like you said, you came from Peru and then you went to Brooklyn. So when did I'm pretty sure the hip hop you found about the hip hop in Brooklyn, the boom bap. So how
Of
did you
course.
gravitate into the hip hop scene from being from Peru and coming to Brooklyn?
Well, I mean, my first of all, my dad and my parents didn't speak a lick of English, and
Hmm.
my father always my dad drove a green 71 Impala,
He was
and
balling in.
yeah, and my dad used to listen to Stevie Wonder and Prince and like all these famous names, and I used to listen to that music when I was young, and whenever I used to ride with my dad, I used to listen to all those. I used to listen to Diana Ross and Barbara Streisand and my dad would listen to that. So my dad learned how to speak English
Through
watching like
music.
Channel 2 and listening to music and learning the words and the feelings of how the words were expressed. He learned that those words meant this and that. And he started watching Electric Company on Channel 2. And my dad started to speak, English, from those words and learning, listening to the music and stuff like that.
And then, but how you like? So, how did you end up getting into more into hip hop? And I see boom bap
So,
specifically.
what
Yeah.
happens is that in New York, when I was like 14, 15 years old, like breaking was coming out and the start of hip hop was coming out. So I got to see all that. I got to see the block parties. I got to see the DJs. Then my cousin used to DJ in New York. He used to DJ in the block parties and the Sweet 16s. And I used to carry his records and, I used to see what he did. So when my dad had bad circulation and he couldn't be in the snow in New York. He had to move somewhere, a little bit warmer. So my uncle had moved down to Miami first, and told him about it. We moved down here, and it was like night and day down here, man. There was Luke at the time I got down here, and there was no boom bap. But man, I just loved the music so much that I just kept listening to it and looking for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would say I actually had JT Money on the podcast a little while ago, but I know when you went to Miami and you heard that Luke and you saw them girls, you probably lost your mind, huh?
Like crazy. JT Money's my brother. I went to school
Okay.
with that's family right there.
Yeah,
That's
he's a real
family.
cool guy. I like him. He's a real cool guy. Real cool guy.
Yeah, JT Money's family. You could have asked him about me. That's family.
And then so how did you because I'm reading you DJ, but you also produce, right?
I got my first record deal with Atlantic at 18 years old. So I was right fresh out of high school, and I was always the guys that I was producing for. My brother went to school with them, and they just always kept hanging around me. So we recorded some demos, and they used to perform these little demos out of these open mics around the neighborhood. And then somebody heard them, and it ended up being a scout, somebody from just looking to sign artists and stuff like that. So we ended up getting a record deal out of it from Atlantic.
You said we?
Yeah, the group that I was with was this crew called Givers of Divinity. This artist by the name of Jay Smart and Sly Cat. We're talking about like 1988, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Was you like when you got your deal? Was you just the rapper, producer, or you was
I
already
was the
doing both from the
DJ.
beginning?
I was
Okay.
the DJ and the producer. And at that time, I was producing with the Diaz brothers. The Diaz brothers were the guys who discovered Pitbull.
Okay.
So I was producing with them, and that's where they got into the scene. Louis Diaz is actually DJ Khaled's engineer, personal engineer. Louis Diaz engineers for all of Khaled's stuff. So I worked with Louis and Hugo when I was in my younger years, and that's what ended up getting us our first deal through Atlantic.
And what you think about, like you say you've been in since the 80s. What you think about, hip hop turned 50, gonna be 51 soon. Just where hip hop came from, where it started from when you got in the game.
I love it. It's great, man. I mean, there's a lot of, I'm not too crazy about some of the stuff that's out now, but there's some stuff that I like now. This is, you get older, you have a more open mind of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the lyrics are not the same. I mean, people would rap about more versatile things than just, about bitches, pussy, and drugs. But I'm saying it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You take it as what you could go.
How you feel about like how far as the hip hop, even like you from Peru, how it brings all these different cultures together.
I love it, man. There's nothing you can't if you can't embrace culture, you can never embrace your future. Think about it, bro. Like, think about it. Where we come from, we're kings and queens from fucking with jewels and diamonds and colors of cloth and silks and fabrics that people just don't understand where we come from, how we lived. You know what I'm saying? And how our nature is and how we are and how our culture is. And if you can't embrace that, then you really shouldn't be doing this at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, man. I heard Big Pun, and he was like, "Boy, equal moreno." That shit was hard. Like I actually felt that shit. Then I remember with Tupac, he was rapping about Black Brown Pride. So I feel like I think more rappers should rap about that, but I know they don't want you to rap about that. But I think more rappers should rap about unity and coming together because that's
Yeah.
powerful in my eyes instead of all
It's
this
very
like
powerful, brother.
separation.
Like, think about it. Back in the days, there was songs, where rappers got together and created like the Stop the Violence movement, with KRS One and D Nice and all these guys,
Self-destruction, that song too.
self destruction. Then there was the West Coast All Stars
Yeah, you had
movement.
2 songs. You had Same Gang. Yep, that song too.
Right, we
Yep.
are the same gang, produced by Dre, and come on, it had 357 on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, all the classic names that were on there. And those were all songs about peace and culture and about keeping ourselves together and sane and really learn that every day we're equally the same. We're all going through the same fucking struggle. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing we got is each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really think about it, if I can't count on my man on the right, then who can I count on? You know what I'm saying? Like, life is fucked up right now. It's good. I'm glad we're living. I'm happy. But at the end of the day, it's pretty fucked up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of
Yeah,
shit going on.
I was thinking about it, man. 'Cause I was thinking about. I don't know if you saw this on the news, but it's like I guess in like I want to say the Netherlands, they got it where if you just want to die, you could just die. You just sign up and you could die. But this girl's like 30 years old and she has like she's married and everything, but she always depressed. And she did everything to get better, but I guess she still wants to kill herself. But I was like, damn, when you really think about it, like, life don't really get better. Like for most people, it's still even if you got money and everything, you still get old and your life declines. So I was like, what motivates people to like just get up and keep going because some people they look at that shit and they just be like fuck it
Yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know, that's why I guess that's when you gotta have friends and family or just a purpose in life and shit like that will motivate you, I guess.
Well, will is a motherfucker. The
Right.
will of wanting to do something, like if you ain't got it in you, like motivate yourself, you know what I'm saying? Do something, even if it's just like, just taking that first step, you know what I'm saying? Our worst enemies is ourselves. Our insecurities take over everything, bro. It's the
Mm-hmm.
craziest shit. Like my biggest battle of me, okay, yeah, I'm a DJ and producer, and this is what I do, and this is what I am. It was myself accepting that, because you got kids, and then you got bills to pay, and for sure, hip hop don't pay for electricity. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, but when you get to this to a certain point, in a way, hip hop can pay for electricity if you really stay focused and work on your shit and your craft and detail. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get to this point where I'm feeling good about the mixing, about the music coming out. I'm feeling good about the videos. I was just having an argument with one of my directors about a new video that we're getting ready to drop in 2 weeks, in about 3 weeks, and it needs more of this and it needs more of that, and it's like I the other day I heard Ice Cube talking, and he says we're all artists, man. Like if you really think about it, you paint shit, you hang shit, and then people critique shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we are. We're all artists, and we have our own ways of how we express ourselves and how we like to be expressed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the culture is very, very important to me. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure I keep it.
But what's kind of crazy to me? Now I talk about this a lot, but you have, like you said, you got the artists, but then you got a whole new segment. Well, I guess you always had it. You got the people that just their job is just to critique you or react. So that's why you got the Stephen A. Smiths, the
Right,
Shannon Sharps, like just reactors. And I'm just like,
right,
that's
right.
crazy. People just they don't do anything. They just sit back and react and they can get famous off that. Just
I'm
react.
not saying I'm not saying Shannon Sharp is a hater, but they're paid haters if you really
Right.
think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephen A. Clark's been doing it for years, bro. I mean, but it's on some funny shit. I respect them. I respect Sharp and Clark. You know what I'm saying, for what they do and their position. Like, let's be real. Like, to be in that position, you really got to know your shit.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. But again, I really wish I'd been keeping up with the playoffs, man. I haven't been. I've been really busy. Like, I've been really working on this group of Henny project, and like I'm really like at first I was like, because the album's about a little bit old, but when you go and revamp and you change some snares out and you fix some things around, you start really enjoying more of what you're doing and and it's funny, I have like 3 TVs in my fucking studio, and I can literally just put the game on, but I be so focused and I forget, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Then I get so high and I forget too. So it's like, You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you far as like, cause I don't know, man. It's like so many different types of DJs. What is your definition of DJ to you, and then what kind of DJing do you do?
There's all different types of DJs. I'm a boom bap DJ. I'm a turntablist. I love scratching.
So like the
I love.
original, like Red Alert and all them.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I used to listen to Red Alert when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, I'm a turntablist. I love turntables, records. My collection is ridiculous. You know, I collect mad vinyl. You know,
Yeah, because
I,
I was reading. I think I was reading how sometimes people got like, say you're a celebrity DJ, they don't even do nothing. They just put it in the playlist and just act like they doing something and don't be doing nothing.
yeah, certain DJs do that. You know what I'm saying? Certain DJs make their way. You know, like there's certain DJs that really try to make an effort and stun you and show you that there's really skills involved. Like that chick Grime, was it Grime? That chick that told her she was at the Crime or Crime? I don't know what the fuck her name is. Anyway, but anyway, she had told everybody she didn't know how to control her own key, her own turntable. She's, oh, this is a problem. I'm gonna have to come back, and it was in the middle of thousands of people, bro. Like it's crazy.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I take my craft and I take the culture and I take the music really serious. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you like about boom bap over the other genres of hip hop or subgenres of hip hop?
Drums. In boom bap, it's about the drums. It's about the drums and the lyrics, and it's about like the real culture, the essence of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Boom bap is what it is. It's boom bap. You know what I'm saying? It's a kick and snare. It's the beginning of how hip hop was created and started. You know what I'm saying? So boom bap culture, like comparisons, like Snoop Dogg and Missy Elliott are not boom bap, but KRS One, Rakim, and Talib Kweli are boom bap. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference. I'm not saying I don't like. I love Snoop's album. I love Missy Elliott, but they're not boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Boom
Right.
bap is more like uh like 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 Royce the 5'9", DJ Premier, Gangstar.
Sky
That's
Zoo.
boom.
Yeah.
Sky Zoo. That's boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is hip hop, and Snoop Dogg is hip hop, and it's not boom bap. But I'm saying it's West Coast hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. It's loved. I love Snoop, like everything about Snoop. I mean, I have most of his albums. But it's just boom bap is the beginning. It's like how it all started, how everything,
Right.
all of hip hop started, and that's where I really focus on.
You, being that you from Miami, are you into the freestyle music?
I love freestyle music, man, but they don't play freestyle down here that much.
Oh, they don't play it no more. I mean, if they still making that music, I just know about the old school, like Lisa and all them.
Yeah, that was also, they don't make that no more. But I haven't gone I have a friend named Felix Sama. He does a lot of the old school shows, the old '80s shows and stuff like that with Stevie B and Lisa and all the
Right.
people. Yeah.
You keep track of any of these little rap battles going on right now? Or you been too busy?
No, I've been keeping up. I keep it up with all. I still keep up with all the culture
So
and
what you
stuff
think
like
about
that.
how all these rappers ganging up on Drake? you had the
Oh
first you had J.
man,
Cole, it was Future and Metro. Then you had J. Cole jump in it, but then
yeah.
J. Cole said he don't want nothing to do with it. And then you got Drake, he coming at Kendrick. He came at Kendrick twice. Then he went and got Snoop and
And Tupac.
Tupac to get on the battle with him.
Yeah.
Then
Did
you
you hear
got
Tupac?
Rick
Tupac.
Ross trying to get tagged in, and he got Kanye.
Yo,
It's just crazy.
Rick Ross went in on Champagne Poppy like hardcore. Like
Yeah, he just dropped
Rick,
the video I saw.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. His mom, we got involved. Drake's mom got involved. But you know what, brother? This is good, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. This is healthy for the culture. This is where your pen and your value for the culture comes involved. Like, think of there's so many battles that a lot of people don't know about that existed that went happened. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of those things, man. Trust me, bro. This is a good thing. This is a very good thing that this is happening for the culture.
Even Chris Brown and Quavo going at it. Did you hear that?
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Quavo better step up.
Yeah, they actually I think they had both of the songs, and I think the Shade Room actually posted a poll, and it was like 500,000 votes, and everybody saying Chris Brown won. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. You let a R&B dude get you. You let an R&B dude make a rap song and get you. I was like, I don't know about that's kind of wild.
It's funny. It's funny. But the thing is, the weirdest one out of all of them is J. Cole coming back, like repenting that he did that on Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think you should have
Yeah,
did that.
I think because my whole thing with J. Cole, if you listen to a lot of J. Cole's music from through the years, it always was like, oh, if you test me, I'm gonna get you. If you test me, I'm gonna get you. He was always kind of rapping like that. So this was your
Yeah.
time, and then all of a sudden you backing out. But all the other times it's like, oh, you don't want it with me, you can't handle
It's
me.
because it's because it's Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Kendrick.
Man, why he ain't
Kendrick
say nothing to Drake then? It's been 2 weeks. Drake came with 2 songs. I knew it too, because I just knew how Drake did the back to back. So I said, he got a week. If he don't drop nothing in a week, Drake dropping something else. I knew he was gonna do it because he did it before.
yeah.
And so it's like, why didn't you talk all this? You ain't respond to Drake. Drake should be easy for you.
Yeah.
That should be
I don't know,
easy.
man.
That should be easy. Yeah, he should already like shit. That's why
Should have
I
already.
actually like Rick Ross, because Rick Ross.
Rick Ross didn't fuck around. He broke up. Hello. Shit.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I got you.
Oh, that shit just went out, man. I said I had got too excited and this shit went out. We back, shit. But nah, that shit took me back, man. I was hype off that little shit that came out.
Yeah. It's good. It's healthy. It's healthy for hip hop to do this. It's happened before throughout the years. It got a little overhand with Biggie and Pac, but at the end of the day, it's healthy. It's healthy for MCs to go at each other. I can't deal with this shit with like this isn't fucking Little League. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a fucking prize for participation. Fuck out of here. Your shit's whack. Your shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I'm saying? If I never got a prize when I was a fucking kid, for participation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a prize. Hey, you're in last place. You get a prize. Hey, you're in first place. You get a prize. No, fuck all that, bro. If you lose, there's got to be a winner and a loser, man. All this shit about everybody being a winner because they participated, it ain't gonna, you got to have somebody to lose, and that's why I don't think J. Cole should have said that. I think J. Cole should have just held his guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take it in the chin. You said it. You said it. Look at Jay-Z and Nas. They said what they had to say, and look at them. They're still the closest of friends of now. You know what I'm saying? You get your shit off to the chest is better than shooting at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Man, they were saying, I don't know if it's true, because I'm gonna live in Miami, so I want to ask you, but they were saying like Kodak Black, like hot out there. Like a lot of people like his music out there.
Here,
Yeah.
they we love Kodak Black down here. Kodak Black gets love down here. Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like it. Don't say I ain't out there, so I don't know, but it looked like it from what I
Yeah,
see.
Kodak gets love down here. Kodak he gets mad love down here. He's loved everywhere down here.
That's my thing, because I'm getting older, so I'm just trying to I don't want to be one of them older people that just be like, oh, listen to old artists. No, I want to stay on what's hot. I want to be able to
Stay
talk to
relevant.
I want to be able to talk to a 16-year-old and tell him, oh, you know, I know what to put him on to. So I want to be like that. I don't want to be still talking about Tupac and Snoop. Like, man, come on now. I think that's like if you a real hip hop head and you still talking about old Snoop, DJ Quick, like, bro, that's cool, but you got to know the new too, man. You
You
can't
got to
be
know the
stuck
new
on.
shit, bro.
Yeah, you can't be stuck on the old ways, like playing, playing the hits. Like, come on now, we got to do better. So that's why my whole thing with the Hip Hop 50, it was cool. All these showcase they was doing with the rappers, but I felt like they was not showing enough of the new people. They was, I think that you got to bring the future out too. You can't just keep showing the older rappers all the time.
I hear you, but it was basically paved around the wave of people who's been there for 50 years.
Right.
The new rappers don't have enough time to know what it took to get to the like these guys that are doing it for 50 years paved the way for the younger rappers to be there. Like that's a sign of respect that you just gotta live. What was it? Who was it that got upset that they didn't? They did something down
You
here
see
where
Shan?
I think it was MC Shan. He got upset that he wasn't invited and this and
Yeah,
that.
that's why I guess too. Then it was just my whole thing. Like, okay, who you gonna pick? Like, even when they was like showing the rest in peace, who you basing who to give rest in peace to? You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right,
like
right.
it's rappers in the. It's like I'm pretty sure you got rappers in your hood that like JT Money. I
Yeah,
don't think he was on none of that stuff. He should have been on there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how did they
yeah,
pick who? How did they pick Thurston Howell? Even
yeah.
him, like, how did they pick who they put on the stuff? That was my whole thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because it's millions and millions of rappers, producers, and DJs. You know what I'm saying? So you try to grab the most popular and do it the best you can do. And there's gonna be people that's not gonna like, and there's gonna be people that are gonna like it. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna be able to please everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You just
that's my thing, man. I feel like okay, I've been doing this for years, decades, and it's still rappers I don't know about that's been out, but I just still don't know them like I should. And I'd be like, God
man,
damn, man. I'd be
it
like, we ain't
feels
gonna
like
never.
it feels like every day I discover somebody new. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many rappers and people that's been out there with some great music,
Right.
bro. Real good
And I'd be
music.
like,
Like,
where was I at? Like, I don't even know where I was at, but
yeah,
I'm like,
how
I
did
just
I
not hear
miss
about it.
this? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you familiar with all the Griselda stuff that's going on?
Yeah, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, that's family to me. Griselda's family. Big ups to West Side and Benny, and that's all family. You know what I'm saying? It was the first. I was the first one to break out with Griselda down here in Miami.
That's what's up. That's cool. And then so yeah, you was kind of touching on a little bit. So I just want to talk about some of your projects. I heard you say you had the group project out. Then I know you just came out with the Thurston Howell project a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I dropped the Thurston Howard project about a month ago, and then I'm working on. I've been dropping singles off the new group Henny project, and that shit's been coming out, taking off. We actually on number 2 on the top 30 Billboard of college on the college plays, the top college 30. And we've been moving along. We just dropped another video we're getting ready to drop. And we're just really pushing the music really hard. You know what I'm saying? People have been really reciprocating to it. And the love has been extensive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I always like my to me, I always think that's a good target to promote to the colleges because they young, but then at the same time, them the ones like they gonna be shaping our futures. Them ones gonna end up being managers somewhere or
Yeah.
lawyers. And so
Right.
that's a great audience. But I think a lot of people be sleeping on the colleges, but that's a great audience to market to.
Yeah. College radio counts as a BDS. So it counts as a spin. So it's all good.
And then like are you doing everything on the project? Like you doing the production and like
I'm doing the production.
A&R?
I'm doing mostly the production, the mixing down, the engineering, and just I let Excess be the visual side of it, and let me be the sound side of it, and between that and Nando does Nando produces with me. This project that we're getting ready to drop is called Grupo Henny, which stands for Heron, Nando, and Excess. Excess is a DJ that turned into a rapper, and we did a whole project with no samples, and it came out really freaking crazy. Like, um, it came out real crazy. This project that I'm getting ready to drop in another month or so. I mean, like it's the same one with the song that's #2 in the college circuit. So the tracks are real hard, and we're trying to be versatile with what we write about. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to expand our horizons and our thoughts. We're not just writing about bitches, guns, and money. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that important to you?
Because you don't want to be in the same realm as everybody else. You don't want to be the same. Even what's his name? T-Pain said it, like fucking change it up. Like everybody, somebody did this already. Somebody did that already. You know what I'm saying? Like change it up, do something different, You don't get noticed for doing the same thing. You get noticed for things that you do different, you know? Why do the same thing that everybody else is doing? You're not really embracing and pulling more for the culture. You got to try to do something different, something where you stand out and something where you exceed, the most potential where people can really, really reciprocate to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And then, like you said, you've been in the game for a couple of decades as well. Can you talk about some more of the artists that you collaborated with that you like?
Sure. I've collaborated with a lot of hip hop artists. Special Ed, Vanilla Ice. I work with Diamond D. I've worked with um, a lot of local artists. Pitbull. I've worked with JT
That's
Money.
funny.
I've worked with.
You said a lot of local artists and said Pitbull.
Pitbull's not local anymore. He's
I
worldwide.
know. That's
Mr.
what I thought. I was
Worldwide.
like, Pitbull. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Pitbull went all the way. It was crazy because I remember Pitbull when he was just with Lil Jon, and I was like, okay, but I'm like, shit, Pitbull, he done blew all the way up.
Yeah, he blew up. Brother blew
Crazy.
up.
How did you
Um,
end up? You said Vanilla Ice.
yeah, I did a remix for Vanilla Ice when I first started producing. I was 18 years old. I did a remix for him.
Which one? Which song?
It was I ghost produced it. Louis Diaz did the remix. I did the remix for Louis, and it was for Ice Ice Baby.
You said Ghost produced.
Yeah, ghost produced, meaning that somebody else took the credit of it.
Yeah, I'm saying, have you did it a lot?
I did it a lot when I was younger. You know, recognition and money was important.
I'm saying,
I really,
would you suggest? Do you think that's a good thing for producers to do now?
if you
Or
want the money, back then production was paid differently than it is now. Back then, if you had a name, you would get paid for a beat. So my boy had a name, and they reciprocated. He didn't have the time to do the beat. He threw me a couple change, couple coins. I made the beat. He put his name.
uh, I think Kanye West was doing that too for a while.
I'm sure there's a lot of producers that do that.
This was up.
It's
So,
called.
what do you use when you like? What kind of instruments do you use to produce?
I work off of Pro Tools, and I use an MPC 60 and a Kai. I use all kinds of keyboards and trions, trinities, and all. I have a lot of USB stuff, and mainly I collect a lot of drums.
Hmm. Then how would you describe your creative process?
Um, it has to be soulful. Have to be in the right state of mind, and my creative process is I don't like a lot of people in the room. I like to be by myself. I can't work with 20 people in the room. I gotta work with me, or maybe if my girl's around or the homies around, we'll smoke out. But I can't work with 30 people, 20 people in the room, 10 people in the room, 5 people in the room is too much. You know what I'm saying? I like to work by myself. I don't like to have another TV on, no video games in my studio. You know what I'm saying?
It's always been like that, or you figured that out?
I kind of. When you're younger, you don't have that luxury where you have your own studio. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah, and because I was younger and I learned how to work by myself, I kind of grew up that way doing it. So uh, I really don't. When I see a bunch of people in the studio, you're really not working unless you're really just laying vocals and people are just checking beats out. And you're really selling something. But if you're really producing and putting stuff together and you're really trying to mix, I can't mix with a lot of people in the room. I like to mix by myself. I need the room to be quiet.
Then I'll say either that, like even that's like a safety issue too. The more people you have over,
Just I don't like a crowded room.
yeah. And then so what do you like to do when you're not making music?
When I'm not making music, I try to make shows. I try to do shows. I run my boy's venue. I manage a venue in Miami. And I
Like
manage
a
the studio.
like a club or
Yeah, like a club. I manage a
okay.
club. I manage like 3 buildings. So
What's up? So they keep you pretty busy.
very busy. But one of the buildings has my studio, so I'm always here
There.
to the buildings. I'm always there in the studio. So
Then I would say I was gonna ask you about the one that House of Heron.
House of Heron comes out next month, May
So that sounds
9th.
like a reality show or something. What's that about?
House of Heron is a web series on YouTube that what I took is I took 12 of Miami MCs individually. I blindfolded each one of them and I had them go through my records, pull out 3 records, and I made the beat and they wrote the lyrics while we filmed it all and was shot.
Why would they have to be blindfolded?
So they don't have to see where the records are at, so they don't cheat. Because there's tons of records, millions of records. So you blindfold
Oh,
and you pick and choose out of the records, so we can make the stuff. Just a little more exciting.
so they don't really hear the beat or nothing. They just pick the record. They just got to rap on that beat regardless.
Right. They put the record out and then I see it, and then I make the beat out of that record and they write it.
Hmm. Now, how did you find those artists? So you said
I
12.
12 artists from Miami. I know a lot of artists in Miami.
But I'm saying,
From
was it like a certain thing you was looking for? Or
No, I just picked and choose between me and the director. We picked 12 MCs from Miami to do it. From Recognized from Mayday to Shoddy to Mowgli. These are all underground names in Miami.
so when is that coming out? I want to watch
May
that.
9th. May 9th.
Yeah, it's already done, or y'all doing it like
No, no,
recording as you go?
we're gonna drop it 2 episodes a month.
But I'm saying, is it like have y'all already like did like got the winner and everything already, or y'all
No,
still?
there's no winner. There's no winner. It's just we're dropping the album of the project when it's all done. When all
Oh,
the
okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. Yeah, May 9th. And what's the YouTube page?
It's called GPH House, Gridlock Production House 305.
Yeah, I want to check that out. That sounds like it's gonna be cool, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dope. We put a lot of work into it already. Almost a year into some good work on there. And the tracks are fire. The tracks are crazy fire.
And then, what accomplishment would you say you're most proud of so far in your career?
It's staying relevant, brother. Relevancy is everything. From the clubs to trying to stay relevant with everybody down here, just trying to stay relevant with the world, making sure people see that you're really trying to push your craft.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's kind of like it's kind of crazy, but then I guess that's the way the world is, man. It's always like, what have you done for me lately? Like you could have been like, oh, I did all this in 2000, but then they gonna be like, well, what you doing now? It
Yeah,
don't
what are you
matter what
doing
you did.
now?
Like you could have been like, I want a Grammy. They still gonna be
Yeah,
like, well, shit, what the fuck you doing now?
yeah,
Like, yeah, I
yeah.
want a
What are you
Grammy.
doing
Shit.
now? Yeah,
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. It's like you always got. That's life though. You always got to keep going,
gotta keep
keep
going, man.
creating. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't,
keep
can't
creating.
can't rest on your laurels.
That's right. That's right.
All right. And then, what advice would you give to aspiring shit? I guess you could do MCs and producers.
Man, just believe in yourself and don't stop. Just keep going. You're the hardest person to impress is yourself. That's the hardest person to impress is yourself. Is you telling yourself, yo, I'm a badass. I'm dope as fuck. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself, and that's what I tell all my friends.
What about how do they navigate through the business part of the game?
Well, the business part is always try to find yourself a mentor. somebody that you can believe in, that that really got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna learn from somebody else, and somebody else always. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Who are your mentors?
My mentor are Special Ed. He mentored me. He helped me get my first publishing deal. Um, Karis One is a big mentor to me. He helped me out a lot. So did um a lot of I've Raekwon helped me out with my first show. Um, like it's certain people I mentor for. I'm at 50. I'll be 54 this Saturday, so it's like it's changed around now. I'm mentoring people now. It's like I'm guiding people and helping them. But uh, again, I learn every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day is a new lesson for me.
Yeah, I say Special Ed. Yeah, I had him on the show too. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I think when I was talking to him, he was doing because he was like, I'm helping my friend do some carpentry. I was like, carpentry? He was like, yeah, I'm helping him. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, he was one of my favorites. He first came out back in the day. Like, I got it made. That shit was hard.
Yeah,
That's a kind. And then
yeah. That's the brother.
yeah, I would say shit. And then even when you think about it, I know he's still kind of because he came out so early. He's still kind of young too. Shit, because he came out when he was like 16, 15.
Yeah.
Shit, he can't be shit.
Yes,
But
yes,
I
he
was
did.
like,
He used to live down here in Miami for a little while. Yeah,
what's up?
we got real close.
That's what's up. And then what would you like to say to all your fans and supporters?
My fans and supporters, thank you, but get ready. There's more music coming. There's more stuff coming. The House of Heron, everybody's gonna love that, bro. When everybody sees that, it's fat. It's gonna be crazy. Then I got two more projects coming out of that. I got Legacy, and then I got this artist by the name of Legacy, and then I got my niece that I'm producing. I'm doing an R&B album too, so
Mm.
that's coming out really good too.
So what motivates you to keep going and keep making music?
I love it. I can't stop it. I can't not say, "Oh, I don't want to make a beat today," or "I don't want to hear." Like I love music, man. Music is everything to me. I can't. I move in rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You see how we walk, brother? We got our pop, you know what I'm saying? We got our big balls. So you know how that shit is big dick Willie shit. You know what I'm
Uh,
saying? So it's like that's how we move, man. We move like gods on earth, and that's how we are. And that's how I always want to move. Move like a god on earth. Where if you see me, you know that it's coming for real. Like this nigga's for real. That's how I be. I live that way.
That's what's up. All right, man. I want to say thank you for coming through politicking with me.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much for having me.
No doubt. You want to tell them how to hit you up?
Yeah, you can find me. You can check me out on my website, djheron.com, at grupohenny.com, or you can check out DJ underscore Heron anywhere. DJ underscore Heron. I'm the original DJ Heron. Everybody else is a copycat. They've been fucking. There's this guy in fucking Europe doing house music with my name.
I
Like it's
know. I was
crazy.
trying to find your stuff, and I saw a couple. I think that's the one that came up.
Yeah, trying to take my name, bro. I had to sue his. I had to give him a cease and desist. Like, yo, get off my name, bro. Stupid, bro. But it is what
Shit,
it is,
yeah,
man.
yeah. That shit
It
crazy,
is what
man.
it
Like
is.
people quick to try to jack shit.
Nigga, there was a guy down here. He called himself DJ Heron number two. I can't
What?
make this shit up. Down here, I had to literally come up to him and say, bro, you call yourself DJ Heron number two, bro. Now he's so stupid. I guess I don't know where his mind is at. Now he just calls himself. If you can actually go to Twitter and see his name, DJ H2. Like I can't make this shit up.
So yeah, so basically, like he's making a career off your name.
It is what it is.
He said, I guess that's a good thing. You got
It
any
is what
shout
it is.
outs?
Yeah, shout out to you, brother. Thank you for having me on the show. Shout out to Jerry. Shout out to Grupo Henny. Shout out to Thurston and all the low lives. Shout out to my brother Tony Touch, Rich Medina, to my brother Fudd, and Trappist Stay and Jet Life, yo. I love you guys. Big ups to Clockworks and Legends Only. And that's it, brother.
All right, y'all. We out. To the next time.
Yo, man,
Peace.
thank you very much, man. Peace, man.
All right, man. I'll holler at